Hey guys, I'm fixing to do a video for you here in just a few minutes. But before we get started, I want to let you know, before you start or do anything with electric, always turn the power off. That will be your first thing you do. Uh, I want to reiterate, turn your power off before you ever start. And we're fixing to get us a video, guys. I'm going to show you some folks has contacted me and they need to find out how to put a switch in. So I'll be here in just a few minutes be showing y'all how to put a switch on a power source of a house. But again, make sure power's off before you ever start. Thank you. Guys, I'm back. I thought I'd give you a quick course. I've had a few people ask me about wiring up plugs. Okay, I was gonna kind of show you here how to wire a plug. And this is a new plug. Normally what you would do, I'm not going to have a box. If I put in a box, you're not going to be able to see. But normally this goes through a box. You put these wires up through a box, and you have a ground. You have what I call the black is your hot wire, and the white is a common. So the first thing you want to do, or what I do, or what I try to do, if I'm working with used wire, I try to make sure that it's, straight. A lot of times, I might buy a wire that's used. There's nothing wrong with used wire. I mean, now if you buy it and it looks brittle and stuff, don't use it. But most of the time, if the wire looks brand new, there's nothing wrong with that wire. What I do is I strip it back to about, I try to leave myself probably, I'm going to say a half inch. Strip it and leave about a half inch. Once you get it stripped, just kind of pull it off and see that's brand new wire. There's nothing wrong with that. And you strip it back. Strip this back. Let me straighten this up a little. I've had a few people to ask me about this. They said I had said something about it, and some of them are ladies and they never did this before, so I thought, well, this might be a good chance for me to show them how to go about, because they said they could get to a power source, but they did not know how to put a switch in. So what I do is, once I get this done, like I said, you'll take your box and you'll put it on the wall. It'll be it'll just be a box. You slide this up through your holes in your box, mount your box on the wall. It usually comes with a couple of nails. Just drive it on a post, drive it. It's self-explanatory. And you run these wires up to the side of it. Once you get them in there, you'll take your needle nose and start with your first one. I always, sometimes it actually says black and white on this, on the back of this. So let's see if it does. It does not. It does not say black and white. But if you look at these wires, or if you look at these, a lot of times your little screws, this side is kind of a copper looking, and this side is a bright silver. What I always do, the copper looking side, I go black. And it's never failed me. That's the way I do it. I just bend that dude around a little like that. You got to remember, when you're putting these on, make sure if you're going to be turning the screw this way, then that's the way you want your bend to be. So when you put it on there, if it's the other way, if you put it on backwards, when you go to screw it, sometimes it kicks it out. So always put it on the way that you're turning the screw. That's the way I've always done it. Nobody's ever told me any different. So, but anyway, once you get that slid in there, like this, look closely. What I normally do is I try to take my needle nose and I get in here at the bottom and I try, sometimes I'm not very successful. I squeeze that together good and tight. Then, once I get it squeezed together good, I'll tighten this up like this. Now, most of y'all's probably thinking that you just put this other one on the one next to it. That's not right. Take the other white wire. You see how you put this one on the front one of this one? So what you're going to do is you're going to put the white wire on the front one of the other one. So when you make the bend for this one, it's going to be right reverse because it's on the opposite side. So, no, I'm wrong, guys. You're going to put it on the same way because you've got it turned around. It's looking at you. I was wrong. But let's make this bend right quick. Make this bend like that. Once you make your bend, then you're going to slip it over again. Now this one here, sometimes it's a little tougher because it's you're going on right reverse of what the other side is. And sometimes it's kind of hard to fish in there, but you can get it. Once you get it in there, like this, guys, once you get it in there, then get a hold of the pliers and squeeze that dude together. Just like that. Just like that right there. Squeeze that dude till you get it closed up. And once you get it closed up, like that, you'll tighten it up. Okay, now you've got black on one side and white on the other, but they're on the same screw sides. In other words, don't put one here and one here. Always put white over here, black over here on your front ones, and your back ones, if you need to add another series of plugs, then you can take another piece of wire, tie onto this, go down your stud, and you can add you another plug if you need it. So now you're going to have a ground left. And what I do with my ground is, you see the little green outlet right here. That's where that ground goes. So what you'll do is you will take your ground and you'll give it a little twist. Just a little bit. And you'll do the same thing as you did with the other ones. This wire is kind of heavy. This is probably 12-2. I don't know. It's pretty heavy duty. You've got 10-2, 12-2, 14-2. It really depends. A lot of times when you go pick this up, the people will ask you, what are you going to be wiring with this? And you just tell them that you're hooking up a refrigerator or you're hooking up an air conditioner or whatever you're doing. Most of the time when you buy this stuff at the lumber store, they're going to be able to tell you what size stuff you need when you're wiring this up. Now once you get that on, as you can see, like I was telling you before, reach in there, kind of squeeze that dude together. Squeeze that dude together just like that. Then you'll tighten it up. Now, the question I got sent, after you get this wired up, how do you put a switch on? Well, this is the way that I do it. What I do is I take, let's see here. Let me get a stripper, guys. Give me just a second. Let me get a stripper here. All right, guys, this is the way that I do it. Okay. Pull it back, like so. Strip it back. I'm just going to strip it back quite a bit. I mean, the scripts do it the whole way. That way I can kind of show you guys what I'm doing. It'll be easier for y'all to see. Okay, once you get your 3 wires hooked up, the way you put your switch on is on your black wire. Now this is going to be leading to your power source, and I'll come back later, guys, and show y'all how to hook up to the power source. I was just trying to help these folks get them a switch hooked up, but this is the way you do it. On your black wire, find you a spot and just cut your little section out of your cord where you can get to the black wire. If you just cut this lightly and cut your little spot where you can pull this black wire out of this Romex. Once you get that spot cleared out where you can get to it, what you're going to do is you're going to reach in there and you're going to cut that black wire. Okay, now what you're going to do after that, now like I said, the black wire be inside. You're going to have to trim it back, pull the black wire out. This black wire I'm talking about here. You're going to have to pull it out of here. Then you're going to cut it. Once you get it cut, you're going to take your stripper and you're going to strip you back about a 1/2 inch. You're going to strip you back about a 1/2 inch on both sides, like so. Once you get it stripped back, once you get that dude stripped back, then you're going to get your plug, or you're going to get your switch, and you've got two. Make sure that you don't buy a 3-way switch or a 2-way switch. Tell them you want it for a single switch, because if you do, you're going to be adding a lot of extra work, and if you're not used to wiring, then you're going to run into trouble. Always get you a switch that has 2 legs. Okay, 2 legs. Then you're going to take your first bend, and you're going to make your little twist like we was doing on the other ones. And you're going to hook up to one side. You're going to hook up to one side. And then you're going to tighten it down. Once you get that one side hooked up, get her hooked up there. Remember, squeeze your wire so that it'll stay on there good for you. Squeeze that wire. Then tighten this one down. Okay, and then on your other one, when you get it stripped, you're going to strip it down. And you're going to give it a bend the same way. Give it a bend. And you're going to hook it on the other side like this. And once you get that done, then you've got your plug. And if you like these guys was wanting, they was wanting to know how to put a switch on their plug. So this is how you do it. This would go to your hot end right here, hot, common, which would be your ground, and this would also, these two, the white and the ground, would go to the same area, your ground area, and this one would go to your breaker if you was wiring straight into your breaker box. Breaker box, and these go to your ground, both of them. Then once you get that hooked up, then you turn your power back on, and your plug on. This would be hot. This would be off. Guys, appreciate it. Maybe next time I can show y'all how to get wired into a breaker box. I'll show you that next time. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll holler at you later. Thank you. Guys, I left out one thing in my video. I noticed, I thought I'd throw this in there. Wherever your plug is, just before you get to your plug, you want to put you another box, and you want to run that wire through that box. Do not cut it. Just run it through that box, leave it all together. Go ahead, then run it to your other box, so you can come back to that box, pull that wire out, and like we was talking about, trim the side, pull those black wires out, strip them back, hook it to your plug or to your switch, and mount your switch in that box, and then put your cover. I left that out, guys. I just want to make sure that you guys know to make sure anytime you're putting in a switch, to run your wire through the switch box. You know, your little blue, most of them little plastic blue ones, you can just run it right through it. Most of the time you'll have to go like up through the bottom of it, make your loop, and come back out. But make sure that you put an extra box wherever you want it at, so that you can put your switch in once you get your plug wired up, because you don't want to cut that wire. You only want to make one cut, and that'll be that black wire. But guys, I just wanted to cover that because I missed that when I was going through. But you guys have to be safe, and like I said, never start a project ever with electrical till you make sure you do your safety and you turn everything off first. Thank you. Guys, I'm going to take a minute and tell you that I really appreciate you watching my videos, but I need some help, guys. If you don't mind, at the end of each video, just hit that subscribe button, and you can really help a guy out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.